Zugang zum Fernverkehr, zum Regionalverkehr mit Verbindung zum Flughafen BER und zur S-Bahn. Change here for mainline rail service and local train service to BER Airport. Einsteigen bitte. Zurückbleiben bitte.
Okay, I need this exit to the Humboldt-Hain in Brunnenstraße. I just need to go upstairs. Yeah, here it is, a door to the World War II underground shelter. There are no signs on the door and it is always closed, so you can come in only with a guided tour. I've been there, and I mean, in theory it can serve as a safe place or a shelter during the air raid, because it was used like one before. Guide basically told that some days it was so packed that people could not even sit. They were in almost total darkness because of blackout, and only light they had was fluorescent paint. Walls there are covered with fluorescent paint, so people can see something underground if electricity shuts down. But actually the very idea that it is safe was mostly imposed by Nazi propaganda, so people would not panic, because the ceiling there is not reinforced, quite thin, and if bomb would fall right above the people, they all would be just buried alive. It has never been safe, even by the standards of World War II. And if we talk about contemporary warfare, it is basically nothing, just an illusion. Here actually a lot of abandoned shelters around. For example, across the road from this Gesundbrunnen shelter in Humboldt-Hain Park, there are two old flag towers. Nazi used them for artillery to protect Berlin from enemy aircrafts. Didn't help much. They can be defined as a real bunkers though, because they're made from reinforced concrete. Because basically bunker is something reinforced and made to protect from explosions. Everything else is a shelter. Here also a big shopping mall, and I know that they have underground floor here, but maybe they also have underground parking. I actually need to check. Maybe it could be a very good place to hide in dangerous situation. Here is another entrance to the U-Bahn Gesundbrunnen, and I mean, U-Bahn also could be a place to hide just in case. It's quite deep here, I think. Deep underground. I want to try to cover the distance from here to the Ufer Studios in 10 minutes. I want to check how much time it actually takes to get to like some safe places in the neighborhood from the studio in case of the air raid threat. And right here across the road from Gesundbrunnen train station is also Blochplatz bunker. It's also another World War II air raid shelter which was rebuilt in 80s during the Cold War. It was intended to be used as a nuclear shelter.
Okay.
It's 2 minutes. I mean, now all those shelters and bunkers are barely prepared to protect anyone. In early 2000s, Germany closed all the bunkers around the country because government back then decided that war is something which will never ever happen with them again. 2:30. Three minutes. It's 3:32. Four. I'm next to the Punkstrasse subway station. It can also be a place to hide from bombing, but I'm not sure if it's deep enough. I mean, anyway, it's better than open space, but I have a feeling that Gesundbrunnen is much deeper underground. But it's much closer to the Ufer Studios. I mean, you still need quite a lot of time, but okay, 6 minutes. I'm interested, can I cover the distance from Punkstrasse subway to Ufer like in 2 minutes? Before I thought it's more, like 5, but now I see that I can cover it in 2, I think. 640. Seven. $7.25. Okay, I'm next to Zulfa Studios. There is no Slovenstrasse subway on the other side, but I think it is approximately the same amount of time you need to get there, or maybe even more. So I don't think it makes sense now to check. Eight minutes. Can I do it 30? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. I'm next to the Studio 8. 8:30 minutes from Nizhumbunen. Actually much better than my previous results. I started from 11:30 or something like this, or 11:45, and now it's 8:30. Much better. Here also, like, if you look to the left from the Studio 8 door, there are entrance to the underground tunnels under the Ufer Studios, which local services use to fix pipes. But it's usually closed, so I don't think we could actually enter. So it's basically useless info. And there across the yard is an entrance to the cellar. But I think that it is very weak. I talked with Max and he said that it's totally not made to protect from such a threat, like an explosion. So everyone who will go there has a big chance to be buried alive, or even baked alive, if missile will shoot too close. Okay, it's time to go in. Okay. Hi everyone. Thank you for coming here tonight. My name is Andriy. I'm a performance artist and a choreographer. And I directed this piece and I'm performing for you tonight. And there are Frida and Masha, my beautiful friends and colleagues who are helping me to run this show and will perform with me tonight as well. And also there are Nico and Ernesto, beautiful technical team of HCT who are helping me to run this show as well. Right there behind me, you can see a map of Ukraine. This is an online map from a special website which is showing the air raid alerts in the country in a current moment and updates online. So if you see that some of the regions on the map are red or dark red, it means that air raid alert is happening there right now. If it is blue, it is not. Also, this map is connected to my smartphone, and I receive notifications from 6 regions of Ukraine when air raid alert starts in one of them. I chose those regions myself by the logic of which are connected to me personally. This alert will sound from the speaker, maybe not. Sometimes it doesn't sound during all the show. And it can be very loud and disturbing, but I would ask you to not panic. It is happening not here in Berlin, it is happening in Ukraine.
Attention, air raid alert. Proceed to the nearest shelter. Don't be careless. Your overconfidence is your weakness. Attention, air raid alert. Proceed to the nearest shelter. Don't be careless. Your overconfidence is your weakness.
Kievska region, or Kiev region. The first region which I chose for notifications is Kievska region. If my left hand is the middle of Ukraine, Kievska is a bit more to the north. This is a region where Kiev city is located, the capital of Ukraine. And I lived there before the war for about 6 months. I love this city, and also I had 2 very good friends of mine, Sasha and Andrei. Yes, he has the same name as me. And we spent a lot of time there in 2021. I still remember how we were walking around the town or riding bikes, being slightly drunk, then going to the neighborhood where I was living and passing by the children playground next to my house, going into the building and going into my ground floor studio apartment. And we were talking there until late night and then sleeping on the mattresses on the floor because I didn't have a bed in my apartment. So we were sleeping on the mattresses. And in the morning, we usually were scared of roaches because I had a lot of roaches there. And sometimes I could wake up and see one of those insects sitting on my foot, for example. Right now, they are not in Ukraine anymore. I mean, my friends, not roaches. And they are in Europe as refugees. And sometimes when I think about coming back to Kyiv, which I very much would like to do after the war, I have also a lot of doubts because I know that if these 2 people will not come back as well, I will have no one in the city. So in some way, I'm very much afraid of coldness and emptiness which can meet me there. Chernihivska region. The second region which I chose for notifications is Chernihivska or Chernihiv region. If my left hand is a Kievska region, Chernihivska is even a bit more to the north. This is a region where a big part of my extended family is living. My aunt, my cousins. And I mean, to be honest, I do not remember their names and faces already, because last time when I saw them, I was like 5 or 6 years old. But I don't know why, but every time when I call my mom, I ask her how they are, because I know that she's in contact with them. I even wanted to talk with them when I was researching materials for this show. I wanted to have an interview with them, but when I asked my mom to ask them and then called her next time, she told me that she did not dare to ask them about that after they were telling her about coldness, bombings, blackouts. Kharkivska region. The third region I chose for notifications is Kharkivska region, where Kharkiv city is located. And if my left hand is the middle of Ukraine, Kharkivska is a bit more to the east. I chose it because Kharkiv is the first big city which I visited when I was a teenager. I was like 13 or 14 years old. And I came there with my teammates, break dance crew teammates, Evelina and Andriy. It's not an Andriy from Kyiv, it's another Andriy. My name is quite common in the places I come from. And we were participating in the battles and I think festival called Gem Masters. And I still remember how we were in the city center and how I was impressed because I never seen so big and beautiful houses as they were there. I also met there a person, Maxim Telezhny. It's a breakdancer quite well known in the Ukrainian breakdance scene. He has a nickname Max T, like Maxim Telezhny. And I mean, now he's not dancing a lot because he's mostly volunteering. He's delivering mats and food to ones in need, fixing houses, evacuating people. He was also giving workshops, like breakdance workshops for children in a subway, in a Kharkiv metro in the beginning of the war. I don't think he even remembers me, but I still follow him in social media and donate to his initiatives when I can. Donetska and Luhanska. Donetska and Luhanska regions are 4th and 5th regions which I chose for notifications. And if my left hand is Kharkivska region, Donetska and Luhanska even more to the east and a bit to the south. I chose them because the big part of my family is coming from there. My grandparents, my parents were born and raised there. Also, like my aunt, uncle, cousins are also there living. War started there in 2014 already. And I still remember how my aunt was calling to my dad and telling to him something like that she is standing under the bridge and all her family is with her and bombs are falling right on the bridge. And you could hear explosions on the call. I remember that she was even joking and laughing in this moment and was saying to my dad something like, Andrusha, we all are pooping liquid here. Andrusha is a cute version of the name Andriy, because my dad is Andriy as well. And my father's name is Andriyevich. I am Andriy Andriyevich. Crimea. The last region I chose for notifications is Crimea, although we will not receive any notifications from there, because it was occupied in 2014 as well. If my left hand is the middle of Ukraine, Crimea is very much to the south. Only news about bombings which I receive from there are from my parents, what they tell me, because they're still there. And I had to laugh last time when I was talking with them about explosion, because I love how my dad likes to exaggerate everything. He was like on the call, we were on the call together, and he was like, it was so close and so loud, and all the building was shaken, and glass in the windows were shaking and almost flew out of the frames, and we were so afraid. And my mom just standing next to him and like, I mean, it was okay. Yeah, we heard it, but nothing actually was shaking. Last fall, I was coming to the studio weekly, experiencing a severe depressive episode. I wasn't dancing or working in the studio. I was mostly just staring at my phone and laying on the floor for hours. Sometimes I was laying on my belly, using my elbows as a support and letting my head hang down. I could or just lay in this position or with my smartphone in my hands. I could lay in positions in which I can twist my spine because I often have a back pain and I like to stretch my spine and feel the distance between my vertebrae. Sometimes I was laying next to the wall, half sitting, with my legs stretched and relaxed, with support on my elbows. Or sometimes I also was leaning to the wall and holding my phone in my hands and watching something. Sometimes I was shrinking as a ball on the studio floor, trying to bring all the limbs as close as possible to the center of my body until it's painful, and then just slowly relaxing my arms and legs. Another day, I was laying face down, with my face against the floor and limbs stretched and relaxed. I fell asleep in this position in the studio and woke up after a couple of hours. My nose and forehead were red and hurting. I was laughing, imagining that someone could come in and see me sleeping in this position. The studio became a place of refuge for me. From the war context, which I had encounters and still have encounters in social media, in conversations with my friends, parents, myself. It is following me, although I never been myself in a real physical war zone. I left Ukraine before the Russian full-scale invasion started. So I was hiding in the studio from my guilt as well, I think. Here I could be alone, laying on the floor, in the spacious room, enjoying the light coming through huge windows, in silence, listening to birds. Then word shelter came to my mind. And when it happened, I tried to imagine, can the studio be not only emotional, but also a physical shelter and protect me from the real physical kinetic threat, such as explosion, bombings. Can the studio protect me from the KH-101 cruise missile, which can carry about 400 kilograms of conventional or thermonuclear warhead and has operational capacity of 3,500 kilometers and speed about 700-970 kilometers per hour. 3,500 kilometers, it is an approximate distance from here to the Russian city Chelyabinsk, and the rocket launch there, in theory, can reach Berlin in about 3 hours under straight line assumption. Can the studio protect me from Shahed-type strike drones, which can carry about 50 kilograms warhead at a distance around 1,000 kilometers, which can move with a speed 180-200 kilometers per hour. So if launched by Russian troops from the western part of Ukraine, it could reach Berlin in about 5 hours. Can the studio protect me from the Iskander-M ballistic missile? Iskander-M ballistic missile can carry warheads with mass about 700 kilograms and operate in range about 500 kilometers and can move with a speed 2,000 meters per second. So if launched from the suburbs of Warsaw, it would reach Berlin in about 4 minutes. I was investigating the studio space carefully. I was looking at the building roof, which is industrial but quite weak and needs renovation. People are strictly prohibited to go up there, excluding special services who clean it from time to time. Also, I was looking at the ceiling with constructions hanging on it, such rigs and lights which are quite fragile. Officially, the rig can hold 400 kilograms, assuming that the weight is spread all over the rig. But if weight is concentrated in a single point, it can hold a maximum of 200 kilograms only, officially. I was looking at the studio walls. Here are 2 types of walls in the studio. The walls in front of you and behind you are made of industrial brick, which is quite sturdy, but these walls can be very dangerous. First of all, because it is outside walls, and because there are huge windows in them. in case of blast, they will turn into thousands of shards. Also, these walls have a lot of metal parts in them, such as pipes, metal stables, radiators, which can become a shrapnel in case of explosion. Two inside walls are a bit more safe because they do not have windows and because it is inside walls of the building, but they are made from plasterboard with soundproof and fireproof panels inside. So they are much weaker than brick and concrete. I was looking at the tribunes in Studio 8. Those tribunes are made out of platforms, and each of them can hold about 700 kilograms. But as well as rigs, only if weight is spread over the surface of the platform. But if it is concentrated in one point, this numbers becomes much smaller. I was looking at a lot of different objects which you can find in the studios, like mirrors, tables, chairs, which can be or dangerous or helpful in case of such a threat as air raid. For example, I was thinking like, could I bring this table to the studio wall and then hide under this table so it can protect me from debris which are falling from the ceiling after explosion. Or for example, these chairs, maybe could I use them for protection? Could I hide under the chair? Could I protect my face with a chair? I mean, these chairs are made of plastic, so I don't think that they would make a big deal. I think it would be even worse. But there are also some wooden chairs, which are, there are also some wooden chairs which can be a bit more used for protection. Like when I was in the school, we were taught that chairs is also a place where you can hide in case of earthquake, for example. Or maybe I can hide behind this big panel, you know, this big white panel which you can see now in front of you. Maybe I can just hide behind it and cover with it my body. And it could protect me from something. But actually, I don't think so. I think this fucking screen burns too well. I was looking at my body. I was asking myself, what position and location of my body would be safer if this place would be struck? Would it be safe to shrink as a ball under the tribunes, or falling debris would bury me alive? My lungs would be clogged with dust, platforms would not hold weight and break, pressing me to the ground, leaving me without any chance to move or breathe. Would it be safe to lay next to the studio wall, clinging to it? Or rigs from the ceiling would fall down and crash the table I'm hiding under, crash my ribs, my skull, breaking my spine so I do not feel my legs, penetrate my liver or throat, making me to choke on my own blood, pressing me to the ground, leaving me without any chance to move or breathe. Would it be safe if I lay face down on the floor, closing my head with my hands, and keeping my mouth slightly open to not damage my lungs as WHO guidelines recommend, or my body would be thrown to the side and damaged with a bomb shrapnel, shards, bricks, pipes, metal staples, radiators, rigs, lights, pieces of concrete, debris from the roof, tearing my head off, tearing my arms off, tearing my legs off, rupturing my organs, bursting my lungs, burning my face, incapacitating me, making me unconscious, shredding my body, pulverizing my body, vaporizing my body, pressing me to my head with my hands and keeping my mouth slightly open to not damage my lungs as WHO guidelines recommend, or my body would be thrown to the side and damaged with a bomb shrapnel, shards, bricks, pipes, metal staples, radiators, rigs, lights, pieces of concrete, debris from the roof, tearing my head off, tearing my arms off, tearing my legs off, rupturing my organs, bursting my lungs, burning my face, incapacitating me, making me unconscious, shredding my body, pulverizing my body, vaporizing my body, pressing me to as WHO guidelines recommend, or my body would be thrown to the side and damaged with a bomb shrapnel, shards, bricks, pipes, metal staples, radiators, rigs, lights, pieces of concrete, debris from the roof, tearing my head off, tearing my arms off, tearing my legs off, rupturing my organs, bursting my lungs, burning my face, incapacitating me, making me unconscious, shredding my body, pulverizing my body, vaporizing my body, pressing me to the side and damaged with a bomb shrapnel, shards, bricks, pipes, metal staples, radiators, rigs, lights, pieces of concrete, debris from the roof, tearing my head off, tearing my arms off, tearing my legs off, rupturing my organs, bursting my lungs, burning my face, incapacitating me, making me unconscious, shredding my body, pulverizing my body, vaporizing my body, pressing me to pieces of concrete, debris from the roof, tearing my head off, tearing my arms off, tearing my legs off, rupturing my organs, bursting my lungs, burning my face, incapacitating me, making me unconscious, shredding my body, pulverizing my body, vaporizing my body, pressing me to tearing my legs off, rupturing my organs, bursting my lungs, burning my face, incapacitating me, making me unconscious, shredding my body, pulverizing my body, vaporizing my body, pressing me to my organs, bursting my lungs, burning my face, incapacitating me, making me unconscious, shredding my body, pulverizing my body, vaporizing my body, pressing me to incapacitating me, making me unconscious, shredding my body, pulverizing my body, vaporizing my body, pressing me to shredding my body, pulverizing my body, vaporizing my body, pressing me to shredding my body, pulverizing my body, vaporizing my body, pressing me to shredding my body, pulverizing my body, vaporizing my body, pressing me to shredding my body, pulverizing my body, vaporizing my body, pressing me to shredding my body, pulverizing my body, vaporizing my body, pressing me shredding my body, pulverizing my body, vaporizing my body, pressing me shredding my body, pulverizing my body, vaporizing my body, pressing shredding my body, pulverizing my body, vaporizing my body, press shredding my body, pulverizing my body, vaporizing my body, pressing me shredding my body, pulverizing my body, vaporizing my body, pressing me shredding my body, pulverizing my body, vaporizing my body, pressing me pressing me to the ground, leaving me without any chance to move or breathe.
December 6. From 11:19 Kyiv time, 10:19 Berlin time, until 12:18 Kyiv time, 11:18 Berlin time, 58 minutes in total. From 13:29 Kyiv time, 12:29 Berlin time, until 14:31 Kyiv time, 13:31 Berlin time, 32 minutes in total. From 21:22 Kyiv time, 20:22 Berlin time, until 22:06 Kyiv time, 21:06 Berlin time, 44 minutes in total. From 21:44 Kyiv time, 20:44 Berlin time, until 23:45 Kyiv time, 22:45 Berlin time, 2 hours in total. From 22:04 Kyiv time, 21:04 Berlin time, until December 7th Kyiv time, 1:55 Berlin time, 4 hours 51 minutes in total. From 6:06 Kyiv time, 5:06 Berlin time, until 6:38 Kyiv time, 5:38 Berlin time, 31 minutes in total. Until 3:08 from 7:20 Kyiv time, 2:08 Berlin time, 2 hours 5 minutes in Kyiv time, 17:20 Berlin time, 11 hours 19 minutes in total. From 17:20 Kyiv time, 16:20 Berlin time, until 18:45 Kyiv time, 17:45 Berlin time, 1 hour 24 minutes in total. Kyiv time, from 21:35 Kyiv time, 20:45 Berlin time, until 23:57 Kyiv time, 27:07 Berlin time, until 21 minutes in time, until 00:11 Kyiv time, 1 hour 23:11 Berlin time, 5 hours 39 minutes in total. Berlin time, until 9:56 Kyiv time, from 22:08 Kyiv time, Berlin time, 21:07 from 00:20 until December 8th, 23:20 from 10:09 Berlin time, 9:09 hours 6 minutes in total. 12:58 Kyiv time, 8 hours 11:58 Berlin time, 2 hours 49 minutes in total. From 14:04 Kyiv time, 13:04 Berlin time, from 2:37 Kyiv time, 1:37 Berlin time, until 3:07 Kyiv time, 2:07 Berlin time, 30 minutes in total. From 15:51 Kyiv time, 14:51 Berlin time, until 1:21 Kyiv time, 00:21 Berlin time, 9 hours 29 minutes in total. From 10:20 Kyiv time, 9:20 Berlin time, until 11:01 Kyiv time, 10:01 Berlin time, from 3:35 minutes in total. 2:35 Berlin time, until 5:07 Kyiv time, 4:07 Berlin time, 1 hour 31 minutes in total. From 10:53 Kyiv time, 9:53 Berlin time, until 18:20 Kyiv time, 17:20 Berlin time, from 5:55 27 minutes in total. 4:55 Berlin time, until 9:29 Kyiv time, from 17:20 Berlin December 9, 16:20 Berlin time, until 1:23 Kyiv time, 00:29 Berlin time, 8 hours 26 minutes Kyiv time, from 1:19 Berlin time, 00:19 Berlin time, from 12 until 1:59 Kyiv time, 11:59 Berlin time, until 12:59 minutes in total. 11:50 Berlin time, 27 minutes in total. From 21:42 Kyiv time, 20:42 Berlin time, until 22:42 Kyiv time, from 4:25 Kyiv time, 3:25 Berlin time, until 5:25 Kyiv time, 4:25 Berlin time, 1 hour 16 minutes in total. From 5:11 Kyiv time, 4:11 Berlin time, until 5:41 Kyiv time, 4:41 Berlin time, 29 minutes until 5:03 Kyiv time, 4:03 Berlin time, 1 hour 36 minutes in total. From 6:01 Kyiv time, 5:01 Berlin time, until 6:12 Kyiv time, 5:12 Berlin time, 11 minutes in total. From 7:02 Kyiv time, 6:02 Berlin time, until 8:47 Kyiv time, 7:47 Berlin time, 1 hour 45 minutes in total. December 10, from 3:35 Kyiv time, 2:35 Berlin time, until 6:58 Kyiv time, 5:58 Berlin time, 3 hours 22 minutes in total. From 6:00
From
Kyiv time,
6:01
5:00 Berlin
5:01
time,
Berlin
until
time,
6:15
until
Kyiv
6:12
time,
Kyiv
5:15
5:12
Berlin
Berlin time,
15 minutes
11
in
minutes
total.
in total. From 17:31 Kyiv time, 16:31
From
Berlin time,
7:10
until
Kyiv time,
18:55 Kyiv
6:10
time,
Berlin time,
17:55
until 9:21
time,
Kyiv time,
1 hour 23
8:21
minutes in
Berlin
total.
time, 2 hours 10 minutes in total. From 9:27 Kyiv time, 8:27 Berlin time,
From
until
10:28
Kyiv time,
9:28
Berlin time, until 10:57 Kyiv time,
minutes in total.
9:57 Berlin time, 28 minutes in total. From 12:40 Kyiv time, 11:40 Berlin time,
From
until
00:14
13:17 Kyiv time,
23:14
12:17
Berlin time,
until
00:22
00:22
Kyiv time,
From 13:23 Kyiv time,
Berlin time,
12:23
7 minutes in
Berlin
total.
time, until 13:56 Kyiv time, 12:56
From
Berlin
1:27
time,
Kyiv
32
time,
minutes in total.
00:27
From
Berlin
16:43
time,
Kyiv time,
until 6:49
15:43
Kyiv
Berlin
time,
time,
5:49
from
Berlin time,
17:04
5
Kyiv
hours
time,
26 minutes in
16:04
total.
Berlin time, until
44 minutes in
18:45 Kyiv time, 17:45 Berlin time, 1 hour 40 minutes in total. From 1917 Kyiv time, 18:17 Berlin time, until 1931 Kyiv time, 18:31 Berlin time, 13 minutes in total. From 1935 Kyiv time, 18:35 Berlin time, until 1957 Kyiv time, 18:57 Berlin time, 21 minutes in total. From 00:16 Kyiv time, 23:16 Berlin time, until 00:22 Kyiv time, 23:14
December
December
11th,
11th, until 2:51
5 minutes in
Kyiv
total.
time,
From 1:56
from
Kyiv time,
22:35
00:26 Berlin time,
21:35 Berlin
until
time,
1:51
until
Kyiv time,
2:51 Kyiv
00:51 Berlin time, 24 minutes in
hours,
total.
16
From
minutes in
1:51 Kyiv time, 00:51 Berlin time, until 2:46 Kyiv time, 1:46 Berlin time, 54 minutes in total. From 13:27 Kyiv time, 12:27 Berlin time, until 14:98 Kyiv time, 13:98 Berlin time, 50 hours 40 minutes in total.
Berlin time, 2 hours 7 minutes in total. From 4:49 Kyiv time,
14:23 Kyiv time,
until 5:50
13:23 Berlin time,
4:50
until 15:31 Kyiv
1 hour
time,
1 minute in total.
14:31
From
Berlin
6:55 Kyiv time,
1 hour 8 minutes in
5:55
total.
Berlin time, until 8:37 Kyiv time, 7:37 Berlin time, 1 hour 42 minutes in total. From 7:02 Kyiv time, 6:02 Berlin time, until 8:35
Kyiv time,
7:35
Berlin time,
1 hour
until
33 minutes in
9:16
total.
Kyiv
From
time,
9:40 Kyiv
8:16
time,
Berlin time,
8:40
8
Berlin
hours
time,
10
from
minutes in
until
total.
13:15 Kyiv time,
8:57
Berlin
Berlin
time, until 13 hours 35 minutes in total. 12:14 Berlin
From
time,
10:23
3
Kyiv
hours
time,
17 minutes in total.
9:23 Berlin time, until 10:58 Kyiv time, 9:58 Berlin time, 34 minutes in total.
From 13:58 Kyiv time, 12:58 Berlin time, until 14:19 Kyiv time, 13:19 Berlin time, 21 minutes in total.
From 10:54 Kyiv time, 9:54 Berlin time, until 12:55 Kyiv time,
December 12th,
11:55
from
Berlin
10:28
time, 2
Kyiv time,
hours
1 minute in total.
9:28 Berlin time, until 11:35 Kyiv time, 10:35 Berlin time, 1 hour 6 minutes in total. From 12:59 Kyiv time, 11:59 Berlin time, until 15:02 Kyiv time, 14:02
December
Berlin time,
13th,
from
2 hours,
1:03
3 minutes in
Kyiv time,
total.
from
00:03
00:07 Berlin time, until 2:07 Berlin time, until 1:03 Berlin time, 1 hour in total. From 2:24 Kyiv time, 8 minutes in 1:24 Berlin time, until 8:14 Kyiv time, 7:14 Berlin time, 5 hours 50 minutes in total. From 9:22 Kyiv time, 8:22 Berlin time, until 10:47 Kyiv time, 9:47 Berlin time, 1 hour 24 minutes in total.
From 1752 Kyiv time, 1652 Berlin time, until 1832 Kyiv time, 1732 Berlin time, Kyiv time, 14 minutes 10:23 Berlin
From
time,
1840
until
Kyiv time, 1740 Berlin time,
12:16
until
Berlin time,
2023 Kyiv
1 hour
time,
52 minutes in total.
1923 Berlin time, 1 hour 42 minutes in total.
From 1317 Kyiv
From
time,
12:30
12:17
Kyiv time,
Berlin
11:30
time,
Berlin
until
time,
1730
until
Kyiv
13:16
time,
Kyiv time,
1630 Berlin
12:16
time,
Berlin
2
time,
hours 12
45
minutes
minutes in total.
From 1315 Kyiv time, 12:15 Berlin time, until 1359 Kyiv time, 12:59 Berlin time, 44 minutes in total. From 501
From
Kyiv time,
22:44 Kyiv
14:01
time,
Berlin time,
21:44
until
Berlin time,
1648
until
Kyiv time,
00:34 Kyiv time,
15:48 Berlin
23:34
time, 1
Berlin
hour
time,
46
1
minutes in
hour
total.
42 minutes in total. From 3:31 Kyiv time, 2:31 Berlin time, until 7:37 Kyiv time, 6:37 Berlin time, 4 hours
From
6 minutes in
20:30
total.
Kyiv
From
time,
12:49
19:30
Kyiv
Berlin
time,
time,
11:49
until
Berlin
20:44
time,
Kyiv
until
time,
22:21
19:44
Kyiv
Berlin
time,
time,
21:21 Berlin
From
time,
2050
9
Kyiv
hours
time,
31 minutes in
1950
total.
Berlin time, until 21:06 Kyiv time, 20:06 Berlin time, 16 minutes in total. From 21:31 Kyiv time, 20:31 Berlin time, until 22:17 Kyiv time, 21:17 Berlin time, 45 minutes in total. December 14th. From 1:24 Kyiv time, 00:24
From
Berlin
22:19
time,
Kyiv time,
until 7:10
21:19
Kyiv
Berlin time,
6:10
until
Berlin
23:37 Kyiv
5
time,
hours
22:37 Berlin time, 1 hour 18 minutes in total. From 8:18 Kyiv time, 7:18 Berlin time, until 15:53 Kyiv
From
time,
14:06
Kyiv time,
Berlin time,
13:07 Berlin
hours
time,
35
until
minutes in total.
15:52 Kyiv time, 14:52 Berlin time, 1 hour 45 minutes in total. From 15:56 Kyiv time, 14:56 Berlin time, until 18:04 Kyiv time, 17:04 Berlin time, 2 hours 8 minutes. From 18:16 Kyiv time, 17:16 Berlin time, until 19:22 Kyiv
From
time,
16:14
18:22 Berlin
15:14
time, 1
Berlin
hour
time,
6 minutes in
until
total. 17:57 Kyiv time, 16:57 Berlin time, 1 hour 43 minutes in total. From 23:20 Kyiv time, 22:20 Berlin time, until 23:37 Kyiv time, 22:37 Berlin time, 16 minutes in total. From 18:14 Kyiv time, 17:14 Berlin time,
Kyiv
until
time,
4 December 15th, until 6:56 Berlin time, 9 hours 52 minutes in 12 hours 29 minutes in total. From 4:23 Kyiv time, 3:23 Berlin time, until 5:58 4:46 Kyiv time, 3:46 Berlin time, 35 until 5:57 Kyiv time, 4:57 Berlin time, 1 hour 11 minutes in total. From 8:14 Kyiv time, 7:14 Berlin time, until 8:16 Kyiv time, 7:16 Berlin time, 9 hours 36 minutes in time, 9:04 Berlin time, 1 hour 48 minutes in total. From 10:29 Kyiv time, 9:29 Berlin time, until 12:07 Kyiv time, 11:07 Berlin time, 1 hour 37 minutes in total. From 12:56 Kyiv time, 11:56 Berlin time, until 15:25 Kyiv time, 14:25 Berlin time, 2 hours 29 minutes in total. From 17:38 Kyiv time, 16:38 Berlin time, until 17:47 Kyiv time, 16:47 Berlin time, 9
minutes in total. From 1937 Kiev time, 1837 Berlin time, until 23:16 Kiev time, 22:16 Berlin time, 3 hours 38 minutes in total. From 2011 Kiev time, 1911 Berlin time, until 23:05 Kiev time, 22:05 Berlin time, 2 hours 54 minutes in total. From 23:29 Kiev time, 22:29 Berlin time, until December 16 Kiev time, from 3:12 Berlin Kiev time, 19 hours 17 Berlin time, Kiev time, until 4:58 Berlin time, 3:45 Kiev time, 1 hour 10 minutes in total. Berlin time, 1 hour 51 minutes in total. From 5:08 Kiev time, 4:08 Berlin time, until 6:13 Kiev time, 5:13 Berlin time, 1 hour 5 minutes in total. From 6:21 Kiev time, 5:21 Berlin time, until 6:46 Kiev time, 5:46 Berlin time, 24 minutes in total. From 5:59 Kiev time, 4:59 Berlin time, until 7:29 Kiev time, 6:29 Berlin time, 1 hour 30 minutes in total. From 8:04 Kiev time, 7:07 Kiev time, until 7:07 Berlin time, 7:18 Kiev time, 14 minutes in total. Berlin time, 26 minutes in total. From 9:37 to 8:46 Berlin time, until 11:18 Kiev time, 9:89 Berlin time, 41 hours 42 minutes in total. From 11:16 Kiev time, 11:39 Berlin time, 10:39 Berlin time, Kiev time, until 12:30 Berlin time, 11 hours 7 minutes in time, 58 minutes in total. From 12:46 Kiev time, 11:46 Berlin time, until 14:08 Kiev time, 13:08 Berlin time, 1 hour 22 minutes in total. From 15:37 Kiev time, from 15:37 Berlin time, 14:55 Berlin time, Kiev time, until 16:42 Berlin time, 3 hours 4 minutes in total. 50 minutes in total. From 2021 Kiev time, 19:21:08 Kiev time, until 20:29 Kiev time, 19:29 Berlin time, Kiev time, until 20:12 Berlin time, 21:21 Berlin time, 1 hour 33 minutes in total. From 22:00 Kiev time, 21:00 Berlin time, until 00:22 December 17 time, 23:22 Berlin time, 2 hours 21 minutes in total. From 1:38 Kiev time, 00:38 Berlin Kiev time, until 2:16 Kiev time, 1:16 Berlin time, 00:57 1:24 until 2:25 Kiev 1 hour 1 minute 1:25 Berlin time, 34 minutes in total. From 3:18 Kiev time, 2:18 Berlin time, until 3:18 Kiev time, 2:18 Berlin time, 1 minute in total. From 3:18 Kiev time, 2:18 Berlin time, until 6:03 Kiev time, 5:03 Berlin time, 2 hours 44 minutes in total. From 6:30 Kiev time, 5:30 Berlin time, until 7:15 Kiev time, 6:15 Berlin time, 45 minutes in total. From 9:00 Kiev time, 8:00 Berlin time, until 9:46 Kiev time, 8:46 Berlin time, 45 minutes in total. From 9:14 Kiev time, 8:14 Berlin time, until 11:48 Kiev time, 10:48 Berlin time, 2 hours 33 minutes in total. From 12:29 Kiev time, 11:29 Berlin time, until 12:59 Kiev time, 11:59 Berlin time, 29 minutes in total.
December 18. Kievska region, no alerts. Chernihivska region. From 5:17 Berlin time, 6:17 Kiev time, until 5:54 Berlin time, 6:54 Kiev time, 26 minutes in total. From 5:26 Berlin time, 6:26 Kiev time, until 10:46 Berlin time, 11:46 Kiev time, 5 hours 19 minutes in total. From 10:50 Berlin time, 11:50 Kiev time, until 11:24 Berlin time, 12:24 Kiev time, 33 minutes in total. From 18:50 Berlin time, 19:50 Kiev time, until 19:05 Berlin time, 20:05 Kiev time, 14 minutes in total. Kharkivska. From 0001 Berlin time, 1:01 Kiev time, until 0038 Berlin time, 1:38 Kiev time, 37 minutes in total. From 2:09 Berlin time, 3:09 Kiev time, until 2:30 Berlin time, 3:30 Kiev time, 20 minutes in total. From 2:36 Berlin time, 3:36 Kiev time, until 3:24 Berlin time, 4:24 Kiev time, 48 minutes in total. From 7:40 Berlin time, 8:40 Kiev time, until 10:07 Berlin time, 11:07 Kiev time, 2 hours 26 minutes in total. From 10:12 Berlin time, 11:12 Kiev time, until 10:56 Berlin time, 11:56 Kiev time, 44 minutes in total. From 10:53 Berlin time, 11:53 Kiev time, until 13:15 Berlin time, 14:15 Kiev time, 2 hours 22 minutes in total. From 14:06 Berlin time, 15:06 Kiev time, until 14:28 Berlin time, 15:28 Kiev time, 21 minutes in total. From 15:52 Berlin time, 16:52 Kiev time, until 16:49 Berlin time, 17:49 Kiev time, 56 minutes in total. Donetsk. From 2:42 Berlin time, 3:42 Kiev time, until 5:06 Berlin time, 6:06 Kiev time, 2 hours 24 minutes in total. From 6:04 Berlin time, 7:04 Kiev time, until 6:53 Berlin time, 7:53 Kiev time, 49 minutes in total. From 7:30 Berlin time, 8:30 Kiev time, until current moment. 11 hours, 49 minutes in total. That's it. Thank you very much. The last thing I want to say is here are 3 QR codes. First 2 are for Andriy. Actually, his name is also Andriy. It's a volunteer in Khersonska region. It's not one of those which I told you about today, but he is evacuating civilians and bodies as well. And first QR code is a QR code for his fundraiser, which like money are necessary because they need working car, medical equipment, ammunition. And by the second QR code, if you want, you can check his Instagram account where he's posting actually his day-to-day life. But be careful, it's quite violent content. And the second, like third QR code, the big one, is a QR code for organization I'm part of. It's a Play Berlin organization which is working with refugee children and refugee families in social housings. And right now they are planning to make a winter camp for children for 5 days. And they need some money to realize it because fundings are quite short. So if you want, you can also donate for it. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming.